Hey, what's up, everybody? This is episode 2 of GKDR. That is Good Kraken Death Ratio. Today is Tuesday, February 20th. I am your host, Devin Stanford, aka Brevin the Dude, and I am joined here today by my lovely little Kiwi, and that would be Ernell Pearson. Oceanshine. How you
what's
doing?
happening, dog? Shark Daddy for Prez 2024. Boys, I do not have any cock tonight. No cock in bowl.
No cock.
No cock in bowl.
So, did you did you go to Gilligan's Island recently?
Yeah, actually, no. So this is my my tour prep hat. So I got this for the last tour, and I told myself, you know what? I wear this every tour. I wear it every tour. I like this hat because it protects rain from getting into my hearing aids. So it's nice to have. I'm not currently wearing my hearing aids, but the cool thing is that I can move them up to safari mode.
Crikey!
You know what I'm saying?
Is that Captain Price?
Oh God, Captain Price!
Fucking hell!
You should
me,
leave
boys.
one folded up. You should leave one folded up and let the other one down. Then you got a little bit of style. And then you're just like,
there you go.
you're just like, oh, I've seen some shit.
I fucking seen it, mate.
Yeah, I fucking seen some shit. It was bloody disgusting.
That's it, man. That's it. So yeah, we're here. We're here. I'm here.
Yeah.
We're here to adventure. We're here to have a good time, and I'm here for some fucking death ratio, baby.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah. We are also joined today by Twitch's very own DJ Sinfix.
Hold on.
That's right, DJ
we're not.
Skinny Penis.
Yeah.
DJ. Wow. Okay.
You didn't mean to. What's up, man? What up, man?
Do you want to hear a joke, DJ? Or Nell's
Sure,
already
yeah,
here
hit
this,
me.
so he can't comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit me with the joke.
What's
The yelp.
stronger than family?
I
DJ?
hate you. I hate you. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do
Pit bulls. Fireball.
God.
No, what's up?
Just fucking get it over with.
The Paul Walker hit.
Oh Jesus. That's fucked up.
You told me, and I was
That's
like,
fucked up.
you told me, and I was like, he deserved it.
Yeah, the guy's a groomer, so I don't feel bad
fuck
anymore.
that guy. Fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying? His car, on the other hand, unfortunately, nice car.
Rest in
Nice
peace, his car, dude.
Rest in peace, his
Fuck.
car.
Yeah,
For real.
Yeah.
Big shit. DJ, how
Rest
are
in
you,
peace, his
dude?
car. Yeah. I'm doing good, man. I'm just chilling, bro. I fucking passed out last night because I was like just so tired. But like I slept, but like it was that sleep where you just like you go to sleep and it feels like you only slept for a second and you wake up and it's your alarm and it's like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like it didn't feel good, but it didn't feel bad. It just kind of felt like I hit like the save button on a video game and then like
You woke up
the
and
save
just resumed
completed.
playing.
It's like playing
Or-
Minecraft. It's like playing Minecraft solo, and then you hit the bed, like you click on the bed, and
Oh
like
shit!
the thing,
Okay.
like you slowly close your eyes, and then you just jolt awake, like and it's daytime.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare. Honestly, that sounds fucking awful. I mean, I guess I'm sorry. I'm sorry, DJ. I wish you better sleeps
No.
and wakes.
Oh, yeah.
When was the last time you got new pillows?
A month ago.
Okay, that's not that bad. No. I was gonna say those always help a lot.
What kind of pillows did you get though? Because I feel like it's making an impact here, right? If we're gonna go there,
My parents got me the pillow. I don't know where they got it from.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. Question: do you sleep with one pillow, two pillows, or multiple pillows?
Well,
just one.
I have one pillow for like my head, and then like I have like a full like body length pillow that I hold.
Body pillow makes a difference.
I got 6 pillows on my bed.
That's so many.
I don't know. I feel like I
pillows.
get
Jesus
overwhelmed
Christ,
with too many pillows.
Dude, same, fucking same, dude. I can't be out here with all these fucking pillows
Especially if they're
all around
small.
me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't do it. Like, if it's two like big like pillows just for your head, then I'm fine. But like if it's like like different sizes of pillows, I think I just get overwhelmed and like I throw half of them off when I sleep.
Toss them on the floor.
They're like, okay, so there's two that are like decorative, like they match the duvet, you know, not to be confused with bidet.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. The decorative, you can put all the decorative pillows out in the fucking living room. All right, no one's heading into my bedroom anytime soon. So
Yeah.
you know, it's just
But
one
the other,
pillow, maybe two sometimes.
yeah, the other
But,
4 pillows though, they're all the same size with the same
mm.
little pillowcases on them.
Correct.
Do you guys elevate your legs when you like? Do you have a pillow like on your leg, like under your legs when you
Not
sleep?
all the time. Only when it like one hurts.
Only when my back hurts, actually, because that's really good for your back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That makes sense.
But like, I haven't done that in a long time, and like my morning routine now is like as soon as I wake up, I crack my back, dude. Like I lean to one side and then bring the leg over, right? To like and stretch and crack like my lower back. Like, and it's the best feeling, but it's also like the worst. It's like I'm just sitting there, you hear ah and then
not
do the other side. I'm like preparing myself because it hurts, but it also feels good afterwards. So I'm like,
It's not
ah.
it's not Hiya! It's like Hiya!
Oh my god. Speaking of getting cracked though.
Yeah, guys. We're not getting cracked actually, because today we're talking about Pokemon Presents Silver and Gold Lighting, Lady Gaga in Fortnite, big success for little devs, and much, much more, because this is Good Kraken's Death Ratio, your choice for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time, and 10 p.m. East Coast.
You don't know me.
Beast Coast time.
I'm Jason
There,
Statham. You don't know me. Tuesday.
If you're into that, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access before episodes go live on podcasts and video services wherever you would like to watch or listen. Go to our YouTube. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you have Amazon Prime, tell them DJ.
Prime Gaming.
We would love for you to give that to us to help us game with you even more. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Death Ratio and leaving a review there. Review. You look like you were going to do something or no, but it looks like you didn't commit. I don't know if I'm proud of you for that.
I committed. I'm saying.
Did you?
I commit every time. Every time, all the time.
I just got here. Has someone commented on Ernell's hat? Abso-fucking-lutely, mate.
Abso-fucking-lutely, mate. Absolutely, mate. Jag, fucking, he was so excited about this hat with me, and then he was over it very quickly. He was over it.
Oh, really?
I was saying, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, when you pulled up both sides, you just got to go, hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. It's
no, you got to do it like Australian, like redneck.
Oh, I thought that was only one side though. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's Outback guy. But you got to do it like Australian redneck with both sides folded.
Gotcha.
Like, hell yeah, brother.
That was Scottish. You just sounded like Mimir from God of War.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Brother. Guys, we got some critical hits. Pew, 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 pew. There's your splash noises. Guys, our podcasts are now available on all streaming platforms once again. That means Death Ratio, the show that you're listening to right now on Twitch or YouTube, most likely. If you haven't gotten the audio version, just look up Death Ratio on your podcast service of choice.
Mm-hmm.
You find that, you like it,
Mm-hmm.
you subscribe to it,
Mm-hmm.
then you leave a review before you listen, and you tell them how I am a 5-star man. Me specifically.
Devin,
You can
yeah,
rate the
Devin
podcast
specifically,
whatever
yeah.
you want, but Devin is a 5-star man.
Yes, and then leave us 5
Yeah.
stars on there. That'd be
Exactly.
great. That'd be awesome.
But you can say whatever you want in your review, but it has to be a 5-star review.
yes,
But say whatever you want. Like,
Exactly.
you can talk about how much you hate us, but it has to be a 5-star review.
DJ, bring the
because
thumb
I'm
a little
5-star
more,
man.
to your right. There you go, sir. That's the thumbs up approval we need from all of you at home. There you go. All right, we can move on now.
yeah. Also, the latest episode of Shipwreck Show is up on YouTube.
It sure
So,
is. It is up on
go check
YouTube
it out,
and
guys.
podcast services. Everybody, it is there for
Yep.
you.
The
So-
How
title,
about your mom's house?
yeah, the
On
title
her
of
TV on
hey,
the
that-
YouTube app.
Hey, your mom's house. That's a good podcast.
Show your mom, show your dad, show your sister. Definitely
Show your
sister.
dog. Definitely show your dog, especially that one dog that's always watching Jurassic Park on the TV. Show it to them.
They need it. They
Also
need.
show your
they
cat,
need us.
but not in that way. Like show your actual like cat. You know what I'm saying?
Show that kitty, and then show your kitty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. No.
Okay,
no,
no,
listener,
all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
No,
right.
we only look at cock and balls over here.
We slapped her
that's-
Nell
that's true.
figuratively right now.
Yeah.
Thanks, classy Bard.
Thank you, Classy. Good shit. Catching that thumbs up. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, what are we doing next, place?
Well, I was reading the Daily Bugle recently, and I was like, oh man, photos from Peter Parker are crazy. And then I came across a section in the newspaper. I was like, damn, it's the Meta Minute.
Oh,
I love the Meta Minute, guys.
Okay,
Meta Minute
yeah.
is where our bite-sized news segment, where we will cover brief points of worthy gaming news, such as release dates, delays, seasonal game content, announcements, industry event announcements, etc. So, with the first Meta Minute, I'm gonna give it to DJ.
Yes, sir. Well, our first Meta Minute article here. We
Meta
have
Minute.
Helldivers 2 players who refuse to log out to ensure they keep their spot in the servers are quote ruining it for others. This comes from Wesley Yinpool at IGN. Article reads, Helldivers 2 saw a huge weekend during which it broke its own concurrent players record multiple times and even passed GTA 5's Steam peak. But it was also a very frustrating weekend for many who struggled to log in and play with the servers at capacity. Now the Helldivers 2 community is calling for developer Arrowhead to add an away from keyboard AFK auto kick feature to the game after players admitted to leaving it on all day and theoretically at least blocking others from getting in. Helldivers 2 players on the game's Discord are saying they are not logging out on purpose so they can ensure they can play when they want to. One user said they left themselves logged into Helldivers 2 before they went to work to make sure they could play when they got home. Another said they hadn't logged off for 3 days.
Oh my god.
It's fair to say that some Helldivers 2 players who have struggled to play the game have reacted angrily to these reports, which suggests there are a significant number of people simply idle but taking up server space. Quote, this needs to be implemented ASAP because so many players are not logging out on purpose, end quote, one X/Twitter user said. Quote, they're ruining it for others and they're making this issue worse. They don't want to log out because they don't want their server spot taken and then forced to wait in queue again. End quote. Another Twitter user brought this problem to the attention of Arrowhead boss Johan Hillestead, who replied to suggest the development team is working on a fix. Quote, agreed. I have already mentioned this to the team, unquote, says Pillitz said. Meanwhile, Pillisted revealed that anything beyond the hard cap of 500,000 concurrent players brings the system down. Arrowhead is working to address Helldivers 2's significant server issues as word of mouth speaks even more to the cause.
Oh boy. Okay. Do you want me to fire off, Devin? Because I got thoughts. I got thoughts here. Okay.
All right,
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
My
Go for it.
my PS5 brothers, sisters, ladies and thents, fucking stop, dude. Like that this kind of sucks. This kind of sucks. I mean, like, I get it. We're all itching to play Helldivers right now. It's the biggest fucking game in the world currently, as we speak, arguably. Everyone wants their cut of this pie. Everyone wants to experience it. I understand the hype. I understand wanting to make sure you can get in and get back into it. Listen, I've played with Devin and Garrick a number of times the past couple of weeks since the game has come out. Okay, I've a good handful of times. I have not once ran into the server at capacity screen and waited any longer than 2 minutes. Just
You're lucky. You're
no,
lucky.
and I understand that, like, I'm a slim one out. The PC side of things is why I'm saying us PS5 folks, we need to stop. We need to stop because we're clogging it up for the PC guys. Because Devin can attest, he's waited a very long time at that screen. And I have a theory that's the PS5 fuckers right now that are kind of ruining it for PC players. Because if we're able to just sit here and just be idle and not have the game shut down and just have us fire the game back up and we're right back into the fucking shits, that's, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, to me, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right with me to have us, like, be clogging up this server that people want to be a part of. Like, everyone wants to be playing this fucking game right now. It doesn't sit right with me for us to be utilizing this capability to keep others from being able to experience the joy of this fucking game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let alone having it potentially, and I really do think that this is the case, have us clogging up the servers so much that PC people can't even fucking get in within a good amount of time. That's my thoughts. I think we just need to fucking chill, get off your fucking PlayStation 5, close your goddamn game from your home screen, and just do everybody a fucking favor and let someone else have a goddamn turn. Okay? That's what I think.
So, we reached a new all-time peak approximately 2 hours ago. 457,649. That's just from Steam. That's not including PlayStation at all.
Devin, could you pull your microphone up closer to you? Thank you, sir.
That's just... So yeah, we got 457,000 in the last 2 hours, and that's just on Steam. That's not including PlayStation.
Correct. That's not. And there are statistics saying that right now, the player base is at an even 50-50 split. So if we do the math there, those numbers kind of speak for themselves here. I mean, for every one PlayStation 5 person playing is another PC spot that could be playing. And if we're just sitting on our fucking idle game, then we're fucking it up for other people. You know what I'm saying? Now, Classy in chat brings up a point, or they should just get help and explain. It is published by Sony. Why isn't Sony helping? Sony being the publisher doesn't necessarily mean, because they don't own this studio. They don't own Arrowhead. So they can't give them the resources that Sony has available. They're just publishing. Now, with that said, okay, yes, something needs to be done. We're all very aware of the fact that this is a little bit egregious. They're trying their fucking hardest to get this going. It's going to take a little bit of time to happen. And I understand that it is definitely frustrating. It certainly is. I mean, I'm sure we've all been very frustrated with some of the server impact that we've had, Devin. I'm sure you can, even just the other night when we were fucking playing, you got kicked 3 times from the game.
Yep. Not only that, like, dude, yesterday for most of the day until like night rolled around, if I booted up the game, it was just straight black screen. It didn't even let me get past the black screen of loading the game. That's how bad the servers were.
Right. And they have been egregious, and I totally understand the frustration. Unfortunately, it's not going to get fixed right away. So, like, what can we do in the meantime to alleviate this? Well, it's certainly not leaving our fucking game idle and leaving a spot closed in the servers that could have potentially been taken by another player. That certainly isn't fucking fixing it. Shane says maybe what would help is maybe turning off crossplay until they fix the servers. That could potentially be a solution. People would fucking riot, but it would be a solution. I don't necessarily think that is the solution. I think really, realistically speaking, we just need to be patient with these developers.
There's a lot of other games out right now. If you can't get in, play something else.
Yeah. Just chill. Just chill. Okay. Like, it's cool. DJ, do you have any thoughts?
I not really. It's just like, it just sucks like that Helldivers 2 is suffering so much from its own success, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's just, it's like the funny thing is like the we would, if this was a AAA studio, we'd we'd be saying like as a joke, it's like, oh, it's just a small indie company, they're doing everything they can. But this truly is a small company, and they're doing everything they can. And it sucks because you can't really place the blame on anyone except for those people who are just hogging the servers. But I kind of see why they would want to. I mean, maybe for you or no, it wasn't too bad because maybe for the, like where you are geographically, like it's chill. But
It could
maybe
be.
like
I mean, it could be. Yeah,
other
for sure.
regions, other regions probably would take like an hour to get fucking anything,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
people want to play the game. And but I'm excited that so many people enjoy it. Like everyone's like in on this thing. Who knew a game like this? Like we knew the game was gonna be good, but we didn't know it was gonna have like this much of a pull. And word of mouth speaks fast, especially since it's a co-op shooter. It's $40. Like everything we stated in our review. Um, it's it's taking off, and then even people who don't even have a PS5 or a PC are wanting to get in on the action, and like even demanding like put it on Xbox, so
Mm.
all the Xbox players could come play,
Mm.
because they want to participate in the fight for managed democracy.
Hell yeah, baby.
Those
Um,
those
yeah,
memes for that have been pretty good. It's like all
yeah,
the Halo players, all the Gears of War
It's been
players,
so rad,
yeah,
all
dude. It's
the
been so rad, man.
it said all the nerdy Starfield players.
Well, it's funny
yeah.
because like we had this happen when Destiny's The Witch Queen hit, and a bunch of like different, or actually no, it wasn't Witch Queen. It was when Zavala when Riddick passed away. And everyone in the gaming community had been posting videos and stuff like Destiny fans, like we support you, like we're sorry for your loss, things like that. This is like a whole other level because we talked about this before in the past. Devin, you can attest for this here. Social zeitgeist shit with video games changes things. It changes things. No longer is this as simple as just turn off crossplay. No longer is this as simple as just shut the game down for a day and fix the servers. They can't fucking do that right now. Like there's so many. We just listed the number of people currently playing. We didn't list the number of people that are trying to play, the number of people that just bought the game, tried to play for an hour, couldn't, and now they're not trying anymore. This isn't including the people that tried 3 days ago and they're still frustrated and they haven't tried jumping back in. That's not including the people that bought it day one, tried, failed, and they still haven't tried yet because they're waiting for the servers to get fucking fixed. There's arguably a million people getting ready to play this fucking game. Arguably.
At all times.
At any given fucking moment, and that's huge. That's fucking huge, boys. Like, unfortunately, Palworld had their fucking servers a little bit messy, but they were prepared from a big jump as much as they possibly could be. These guys were not in the same position. I don't think these guys had any inkling this game was gonna blow up this way.
Yeah.
At all.
They'd maybe think like a solid like 2 weeks of like some above average like server load.
Mhm.
But they did not expect it to
No,
be all like this is the new game, dude. Lethal Company, then Power World, and now it's this, dude. it is Helldivers 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I would even argue this is bigger than both Lethal Company and Palworld right now.
Yeah, the word of mouth, like if you're having the console wars be a fucking truce to just have the game in everyone's hands to fight for managed democracy.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
The funniest memes to come from that are all the Xbox players are they're looking at, like, you know how they rolled out like the event of the automatons like taking over the planets, right?
Right.
And how it's like a news thing. I saw everyone on TikTok who was an Xbox player and didn't have the game yet. They're like, it feels like I'm just a citizen watching the news. We're losing the war.
Exactly, dude. Exactly, bro.
They're
It's
like, I need
crazy.
to go fight. They're like, you mean you're gonna keep this murder death machine from the field right now,
Dude,
yeah, dude. It's like they like some guy was like, yeah, I got put on reserves. I want to be on the front lines so bad.
This is a bunch of those people in Texas that are like, put me on. Put me on. Get me out there now.
Get me out there.
Yeah, man. Anyways,
Yeah,
I think
PlayStation might just be like, you guys put Palworld on the PlayStation, we'll put Helldivers on the
on
Xbox.
Xbox.
That seems like a fair trade if you think
I
about
think
it.
so. I think that's fair.
We're getting so close to gamer unification, and it's honestly
this fucking close, man. This fucking
so
close.
I will say, with on the subject of gamer unification, the CEO of Sony Interactive has been talking about putting more of their games on PC. So we are getting close.
It's not
We're getting
Bloodborne or
closer.
Ghost of Tsushima. I don't fucking want it.
Well, this game is why.
Yeah,
They saw the sales on this game in the first 72 hours, and he was like, fuck. Like,
He's
holy
like, we
shit.
need to start doing this on day
shit.
one. he's like, damn, we can get an extra mil in like 24 hours if we just release on PC.
Like, he's like, dog, maybe we do need
Still
Bloodborne on
70
PC.
30 split on Steam though, so like, but still a lot of money.
They can release
So,
on Epic. That's what they did with Final Fantasy. Final
Oh,
Fantasy
true.
7 remake.
True.
They did it.
Epic's like
release on
what,
Epic.
like 85, like 15.
Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they were definitely offering more than the other guys for sure.
And I think Xbox is an 80-20.
Mm.
I think that's or they might be 85-15 too. I don't know.
I got 80.
Anyways, guys, I'm stoked for things to get fixed. We all just have to be a little bit patient. DJ, have you tried playing the game at all this last week?
I haven't, dude. I haven't been really being like into it as much as I would like to be, like, because like whenever you guys are on, like I don't feel like playing anything or just chilling, and then when I do feel like playing, I don't want to do it solo, so it's just like it's hard to like find time to like really dive in. I mean, I could do it solo. I don't think I would.
It's
have
not
as
fun
much fun
solo. It's not. I don't
I
like
like
playing
it.
the game solo.
or playing with randoms either. So it's just like
It can be fun with randoms if you get into the right lobby. Like if people are using in-game.
I don't want to
mics.
gamble on that experience every time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I do some stuff solo. You got to lower the difficulty like one more notch, and then just do very specific types of missions. Only do the objective. Don't do any side shit. Don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
Just do the objective, get your experience, and fucking grind. I've been doing that. It's been allowing me to not fall behind Devin and Garrick too much. It's the only thing that's kept me like caught up.
I'm level 21 and Garrick's level 20 now.
Oh God, you guys broke 20. God damn it. I think I was 14 last time I played, so I'm starting to fall behind. I gotta catch up now,
Dude, I got to level 21 and I just barely like creeped into the experience bar, and it was like over 3,000 experience to get to level 22, and I'm like, oh, we've reached the grind. We have reached the grind.
Yeah, that's
because you only get like anywhere from like 300 to like maybe at most 700 experience, depending on how hard the mission is. Like really.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm sure we'll be talking more about Helldivers 2 next week.
Goddamn, baby.
Yep. Guys, next week's Pokemon Presents might feature gold and silver news. This is coming from Bobby and Halt over at Game Rant. The Pokemon Company's official YouTube channel released a short video teasing the upcoming Pokemon Presents broadcast. As first spotted by
Podcast.
Nintendo. I know I said podcast. That's why I was
Podcast.
laughing. Podcast. As first spotted by Nintendo, or Nintenduo, excuse me. The description of the short video on mobile includes key art for Pokemon Gold as well as the titles Pokemon Gold and Silver beneath the game's field. However, the mention of Pokemon Gold and Silver only shows up on the mobile version of the YouTube app. Before the Presents announcement, fans were already speculating about the possibility of Pokemon returning to the Yoto for one reason or another. Rumors have long been swirling concerning a Pokemon Gold and Silver remake in the style of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Additionally, fans have also pointed to Yoto as an ideal location for a follow up to Pokemon Legends Arceus, which took place in the fourth generation's Sinnoh region. While these titles remain leading theories among fans, there are countless directions the Pokemon Company could go if they were able to make a Gold and Silver announcement. Classic Pokemon games have been rumored for Switch Online for quite some time now, with it being the 25th anniversary of Pokemon Gold and Silver's release in Japan this year. The inclusion of these titles may somehow factor into a celebration of the fan favorite games. Following the DLC releases for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, fans have been wondering what is next for the series. While it still feels too soon to see what Gen 10 has in store, fans have also speculated about Pokemon Black and White remakes before the heavily um, rumored Switch successor. Here's my thing.
Mm.
If it's going to run anything like Scarlet and Violet, just fucking wait. Wait till the next Switch comes out. Don't put out a buggy piece of shit like that again.
You're like way bummed out about that game. I feel like I've heard you talk about that a couple of times.
Dude, I have not touched that game since like the first few weeks of release because I tried powering through it. I tried playing it because Gary's like, it's not that bad. But man, that shit is fucking terrible, dude. Like, you got texture pops everywhere, you got things disappearing, you got frame like spikes that are just terrible constantly. Like, a Pokemon game should not run like that. Like, if I can play Tears of the Kingdom on the fucking Switch and it looks gorgeous, why is a Pokemon game running like absolute dog shit? Okay?
Yeah.
Like, this is supposed to be like one of your primary like IPs. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, that's for sure, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I this is exciting. Silver and Gold were a couple of I'd maybe say my favorite Pokemon games.
Same.
From my
Lugia
youth.
and Ho-Oh and
Mhm.
shit and
I
Gen
really
2. Like,
I really
I'd
like
be
those
down with
ones.
it.
I'm definitely interested in what this could be. I definitely agree with Shane and chat. I don't want this to be like Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu. I would rather this be if they can find a way to just get this like Arceus and just deliver that but better going forward, I think people will be much happier with Pokemon games. I might be speaking a little out of turn here, but I feel like I'd be happier with Pokemon games if more of them were like that.
Mhm.
I don't know. I know DJ isn't much of a Pokemon guy himself, but Devin, do you feel the same? Am I speaking out of turn here? Am I fucking crazy for
No,
thinking
I
that?
feel the same too. Like I said, it just needs to not be a fucking buggy mess that they never fix. Like, they came out with DLC for Scarlet and Violet, and it's still the same fucking buggy mess. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like it's disappointing seeing AAA titles, which we're gonna get further into this later, just be released like that and never fixed ever.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, I suppose we'll see. I don't
the
know.
people are spending $70 on that game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's for goddamn
And it
sure,
doesn't
man.
even run correctly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking falling through the map.
You didn't like that? You didn't like that part? You didn't like falling through the map in a Pokemon game?
At least I can fix it in Palworld.
You did not just say you did not just give an example of Palworld being better than Pokemon. I hate that. I hate that so much.
The game runs better. Even with its bugs.
It's
Okay.
crazy because he's right.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Ernell, tell the people what we got next.
My friend, our next story here. Lady Gaga teases Fortnite festival performance with throwback meme. It comes from Melissa Mercant over at Kotaku. Little Monsters Rise Up. Lady Gaga is coming to Fortnite on February 20th. The pop superstar turned actor shared a smoky, mysterious picture to X, formerly known as Twitter, which is just Twitter, that appears to show her Fortnite character model. The image is accompanied by one word that's also a nod to a 5-year-old meme, Fortnite. The post quotes an original 2019 tweet in which Gaga asked, "What's Fortnite?" Rumors of Gaga joining Fortnite have been swirling for years, and now it's clear she's the headliner for the next season of Fortnite Festival, set to debut on February 22nd. Fortnite Festival is the platform's rhythm game introduced late last year alongside racing game Rocket Racing and kid-friendly survival game Lego Fortnite. Festival's debut headliner was The Weeknd. His songs were featured, and his character model and other Weeknd-themed cosmetics were available in the Fortnite shop. It's unclear if Lady Gaga's headlining role will be identical to The Weeknd's, or if they'll pull from things like Ariana Grande's Rift Tour or Travis Scott's Endgame performance. Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande do have a song together, so a girl can dream. As Kotaku's foremost little monster, I'm gleaning a lot from this image. I don't recognize the outfit Gaga is wearing in the image she shared, but it does look reminiscent of her most recent era tied to her 2020 album Chromatica and its subsequent tour. There's the silver ring motifs, the sculpted corset, and what looks to be an arm piece that features spikes along the elbow, all of this hewing very close to the imagery and fashion from Chromatica. If I may.
Yeah.
Fortnite, best video game of all time. Man, I'm telling you, dude. These guys just have Lady Gaga is about to be their fucking game, guys. Lady Gaga is about to be like I don't understand how many steps more they need to go before you motherfuckers finally agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Not you guys, not you two, but I mean generally you folks at home. Because I remember it was a very clean, dark, rainy, haunting 2023. Okay, actually I think it was 2022.
Man, shut your ass up. You built like an old toothbrush.
And once upon a time, one shark father, Ernell Pearson, president of 2024, had said, Fortnite is good Kraken's best video game of all time. And you know what happened? Devin, do you know what fucking happened?
Yeah, I said, no, it's not.
You said, no, it's not. Everyone shat on me. Nay, they doubted me. Okay? They called me a failure. They called me a fool. And I say to you, to all of you, told you. Fucking told you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's fucking go. DJ, is this not fucking hype, dude? Is this not sick as shit, hype, man?
Pretty hype. I mean,
The Weeknd's
when I look at Fortnite now, I think of Epic Games, and I think about if I made that much money they make every fucking year, I'd do stupid shit like this all the time.
All the time.
I'll be like, fucking put in Goku, put in Mario, put in fucking the Transformers. Let's get fucking Spider-Man. Like,
give me Spider-Man.
Yeah, like the whole time, bro. Like, this is what kids when we dreamed about this. Devin.
I would play as J. Jonah Jameson if he was a skin.
Is that see?
Absolutely.
Like
see?
I think Fortnite and Epic Games, they have this like a little conspiracy theory, right? Don't come after me, right? Dude, they'll be like, what do people like, dude? And they'll find that IP and they'll immediately try to absorb it into Fortnite to get you to play and buy the fucking skin. Because I've seen friends, family, never want to touch Fortnite. As soon as their favorite IP comes into Fortnite, oh shit, $20 down on a free game. $20 spent, and then they're like, oh shit, let me get a fucking cool emote. It's another $5. You know what I mean? Might as well get the pass and play with the skin. That's another $10. I want the premium version of the pass. That's $15. They've already spent $60.
These
Like, that's
fucking
fucking
fools,
nuts.
man. These fools doubting me, DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you weren't here at the time. Okay, you didn't understand what I went through. Okay, I tried to get them to get it. I tried to get them to understand.
Fortnite is the best game now. Like, but like, like was
Back
it the
then,
best game?
no.
Back then,
no, of all
it was
time.
in there.
Period. All time.
Yeah.
All time.
Fortnite is the only game you ever need, honestly.
Honestly.
You know what reminds me of Fortnite?
Well,
Sticking out your gap for the Rizzler.
All right. Well, I guess we can move on to our next little thing here, Devin. What are we doing next?
Guys, we got some games coming out this week, and we're gonna start giving you this news every single week.
Goddamn, baby.
That way,
Feels good.
we don't forget about what's coming out.
Mm.
Guys, a game called Balatro with no cover art is coming out, and that is coming to platforms
it looks
PS5.
like a card game. Looks like a
card game. Okay. On the Game Informer page I have, it just has a GI on it.
Oh, it's like crazy ass solitaire.
Oh, that's
a poker. It's a poker roguelike.
Oh, there we
with
go.
a satisfying deck building
Interesting.
mechanic.
Interesting.
It's on Steam for $13.
Yeah, it's gonna be on PS5, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, and that'll be February 20th. That is out today as of this recording. What is also out today is called Quamp 2.
Quamp.
That is, yep.
Quamp.
Don't know what that is, but that is for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Switch, and PC.
Quamp.
That is also out today. Out today for iOS is Warframe. Warframe is now officially on the iOS platform.
Hey yo. I might have to play some mobile Warframe. You know what I'm saying? That sounds tight. What's up,
DJ?
Also, Comp is a takeoff of Pong, the Atari. It's like through an Atari system, but like you're bouncing the ball through like platforms and shit. It looks sick.
Comp.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Artful reimagining of Pong.
Comp.
Okay. We got the full release of Last Epoch. Epoch. That'll be tomorrow on February 21st, and that is kind of like a it's like a in between of Path of Exile and Diablo 4. Like it has crazier build systems than Diablo, but it's not as crazy as Path of Exile. So and then tomorrow we also have on PC Terminator Dark Fate Defiance. Interesting. Is that third person or first person?
It's RTS.
Oh,
yes,
it's RTS.
RTS.
We don't care.
Terminator.
About that. We don't care about that.
That's okay.
It's cool though.
I've heard it looks cool actually.
What isn't there? Oh no, there's that Transformers game that's coming out. That's going to be like from human first person perspective.
That's the thing. That's coming. That's right. Coming right down our alley.
Then up next we have Inculinati.
There you go. Inculinati.
Yep. Inculinati. Yeah. This is coming out on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Looks interesting. It's got some cute little art. Not opposed to it.
Ink-based strategy game. Like
I like that. That sounds cool.
Guys. And then a game that I think we're all pretty stoked for. That's coming out on February 22nd. That is going to be Pacific Drive. And that's coming out on PS5 and PC. I'm stoked about this game. The same day on February 22nd, we get the full release of Sons of the Forest on PC. That is going to be like their Phantom Liberty of Sons of the Forest. There's going to be new enemies, new weapons, new biomes, a bunch of new shit in that game. New quests, new companions, all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
Really looking forward to that, actually.
Should be cool.
Yeah, I've already played that game to the fullest in early access, so I'm stoked to jump in that.
Hell yeah.
Splatoon 3, the expansion pass, side order, coming to Switch also on February 22nd.
Hell fucking yeah, baby. What a week, dude. What a week in video games. We got some fun stuff coming.
Yeah.
Pretty rad.
Every time I see Warframe, I just think about that trailer for Soulframe. And it's just, I can't wait for Soulframe.
You know what? you're not right. Wrong. Excuse me. You're not wrong.
I'm not right.
You're not right. You ain't right, bro.
You're not right.
No, you're
You
not
ain't right,
wrong,
man.
dude. Because I remember us seeing that trailer and being like, "Fuck, that shit looks sick, dude." You know what I'm saying? Like that shit looked fucking raw, dude. I'm excited for it.
It's literally like a Souls like multiplayer game MMO with a Princess Monaco.
Mononoke. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Mononoke. Wow, I'm getting my words
Fucking
messed up
looks
too.
sick, dude. It's gonna be so dope.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
excited
it
for
looks
it.
great.
I'm
It looks
excited
great.
for it. Well, anyways.
Anyways,
Anyways.
DJ, can you tell the people what we got coming up next?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gents. Let me sit up for this.
Oh Jesus Christ! Wow, he's getting
You
ready
know.
for it. God damn. Okay.
You know, because you gotta sit up. You know, because you're at the edge of your seat,
Mhm.
man.
Yes,
Because
of
you've
course.
reached the end game.
God damn, baby.
Fuck you,
God
go, you know what
damn.
I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yep,
Oh shit, dude.
Guys, today's headlining segment, we're going to talk about indie success versus AAA success. We're going to be measuring the recent success of popular indie games such as Palworld and Helldivers 2 to middling AAA receptions on games such as Suicide Squad and Skull&Bones. A few questions we're going to be talking about here, and we'll go round table here. We're going to talk about what success really means for these studios and how it impacts us as the players. We already touched on this a little bit with Helldivers 2, but we're going to touch on it some more with some more things going on. And yeah, we got a few more things going from there. So, DJ, I want to go to you
Yes, sir.
first here. Literally anything about this topic, what you think would like to talk about here. Do you have any insight for your idea of indie success or AAA success?
I mean, like we've been seeing it, you know, for the past like half a year, basically. I mean, uh, with the indie success side, indie and double A, you're seeing games like Lethal Company beat out player counts for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I mean, Modern Warfare 3, albeit, you know, it objectively is bad on the campaign and content side, but like there's still people who play Warzone and multiplayer because it's still solid.
That's
Um,
me. I'm
but
people.
yeah, but like, you know, then you get Power World, which, you know, is still backed by Xbox, but it's not still early access still. Not the biggest funded project ever. And now we get Helldivers 2. It's we're seeing consumers be smarter. And actually, because of like how the economy's been, and like people can't justify paying $70 anymore or at all. um Even talking to you guys, like people here in GK, I tell everybody how great Tekken 8 is, even my friends, how great Tekken 8 is. um Everyone, like, it sounds like a broken record from everybody. They're like, but it's $70. It's $70.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can spend $70. I mean, for you, Devin, like this, the extenuating circumstances, you need to buy a car. But like,
Mhm.
like that saying is like drilled in my brain because every time I try to convince someone, like, dude, it's fucking great. Like, same with Baldur's Gate 3. Bro, it's $60, man. $60. Regardless of how much game you get for that $60, it's still $60 that you're putting down. I think having games like this is very healthy, and I think it's been healing all of us as consumers, right? Because we get to experience all like we get AAA experiences for $40, $30, $35. You know what I mean? For
Mm.
less than AAA prices. And it feels like, you know, like back in the day when we would have so many games, like when developers were just figuring out, like, they're just throwing whatever concept they can at the wall and see if it sticks. You know, like the early like PS2 days. You know what I mean? Before games start getting more formulaic. It's kind of
Mhm.
like that. Like, we're just paying like 15 to $45 to get an experience that um rivals some of the AAA games. I think it's really cool. And I hope to see more games like this, and I hope the industry shifts a bit so we can have more uh success stories like this, to the point
Mhm.
where it's kind of like the norm again, where we have games that don't really need to have millions of dollars for development and still be what people want and
Mhm.
deliver great experiences for players.
Yeah, yeah. I will say it's been really refreshing having these games only be like $25, really. Like an early access is a great a lot of AAA studios need to take some cues from some of these AA and indie devs. A lot of these games are getting released into early access and they're running better than most games
Mhm.
that we're getting out of the AAA side, you know. And a AAA team will have 1,000 people work on a game and work on patches, and it still doesn't measure up to some of the AA titles that we've been getting. I feel like,
Mhm.
um, I've Helldivers too. Goddamn server issues galore, but that game is amazing. It runs great when you can play. It looks beautiful. It's got a very strategic system. It's based around teamwork, 100%. Um, and I mean, yeah, price doesn't have anything to do with the topic, but it kind of does. It kind of
Right.
does. It kind of does. It just shows that I feel like with these indie games and these AA games, there's a lot more care and craft and ideas being put into it. Where like a lot of the AAA games we've been getting are people are focusing on live service content, battle passes, and season passes, and what can I do to get a buck off of these people? Where the other people are like, yeah, we want people to play our games, but we're not expecting this level of player count, you know. And I think people as a community are looking at original IP and original ideas and seeing them more fleshed out and putting their time and focus and putting their, putting their wallet where their mouth is in this sort of sense. You know, a lot of games are kind of starting to flop or not do as well as companies thought they would do, and maybe that has something to do with the way that they're making their games.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
can see that. I can see that. I
Mhm.
feel like that it's interesting because I mean even Garrett kind of bringing up the the cause and point of like these two different sides of this conversation, right? So like yeah, I named the episode the $40 versus $70 game ordeal. Garrett
Who
doesn't
changed
feel
it to
that. I changed it to Garrett games versus Devin games. Just to piss off Garrick further. Garrick says that the topic is indie success versus AAA success, and that the price tag doesn't have anything to do with the base of the topic. I wholeheartedly disagree. Not because that to take away from the aspect of like it being an indie game, but because currently we're looking at a situation in which the dollar amount of the indie game isn't quite as important in this as the dollar amount of the AAA game. Because
Mhm.
that is the part where people seem to be getting rubbed wrong. Because of these AAA games, these AAA titles were still $50, $60. I don't think people would be as chapped about this as they have been because we see that these three games that we had mentioned earlier between Helldivers and Palworld, and what was the goddamn indie game before that fucking popped off?
Lethal Company.
Lethal Company.
Yeah, Lethal Company, which is obviously a game that was cheaper than $40. These games being almost half the price, if not more, less than the $70 AAA title, I feel like is a major fucking talking point in this. Because I mean, obviously we have some AAA games that are not $70. And people are still a little bit fucking quaint about that. Because these indie developers have created games here that are fucking extravagant. And Palworld is one example of them kind of kicking the doors down here. Um, that Yes, Gary, I know. Helldivers is the most expensive game you mentioned at 40. The others are cheaper. I know. That's why I'm saying the indie game side of this is not anywhere near as important as the AAA price point side of this. That's what I'm saying. Because when we think of AAA game, like literally any of these AAA games, most people think $70 price point now because that's the kind of conversation that we just came off of for AAA games. We just came off of this conversation because it just was just a circular talking point recently, like a month ago, if even a month ago. People don't think AAA game and don't think the major price point that comes with that. And the problem here that we have is that these indie games that are massively cheaper are competing now weirdly evenly with these games that are wildly more expensive. And to me, I feel like, because the question that we're kind of like leaning into here is like, is this a good thing? Is it good that we're getting indie wins more frequently over AAA wins, right? Because our AAA kind of standpoint right now that we're looking at is Skull and Bones. That's a full price game. It's a full ridiculous price, $70 game that has come out of recent.
Michelle Rodriguez is in the trailer, man.
Michelle Rodriguez is in that fucking ad, dude. That's fucking wild to me, bro. And people very much don't like that game. Suicide Squad, even though me and Garrick have vehemently been trying to support that game as much as we can, I still to this day feel like that game is nowhere near as bad as people fucking made it out to be. It still rubbed people the wrong way because it was a full price game. So yeah, in a way, Garrick's not wrong. I don't think Garrick's wrong in this, that the conversation should be indie versus AAA success. I just think that in our most recent viewpoints, this is about the $7 price point of a AAA game. And what that means for the studios now, I'm not entirely sure. I want to maybe lean that question on you, Devin. If you see, do you see like any sort of, I don't know, like.
So one thing that I see, like for sure, that the reason why these games are disappointing is like people don't want live service games anymore. They don't. People love to play with their friends, but people don't want everything to be a battle pass. You know.
I mean, do they not? Because that's what Helldivers is.
Well, kind of. It's kind of similar, but here's the thing. You can earn every single piece of currency within that game. You do not have to buy into a battle pass.
Sure.
You do not have to. Sure. You can earn your super credits there. Like very easily, might I add, actually. You can earn the superstore credits, which is their paid currency in the game. You can earn that in the game very easily. Which cannot be said the same about Skull and Bones or fucking Suicide Squad, you know. And another standpoint too is Diablo 4 is releasing skins that are like $60 fucking dollars.
Yeah, they are,
like,
dude. Yeah, they are.
Like people are pissed off about that too. That is more egregious than the Skyrim, or not Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion horse armor. Let's all be in agreement there. Like horse armor was like what, 10, 15 bucks. Now you're getting a horse skin for like $65 in Diablo 4.
It's insane, dude. It's fucking nuts, man.
I just want to play my games, dude. That for me as a consumer, I just want to play the games. It could be early access or it could be finished. I just want to play the games, right? I want to feel like I'm getting the investment of time and joy out of what I'm investing into this IP or company. Which I've been feeling like I get more joy out of the indie and AA games that I've been playing as of late than I have of AAA games. When it comes to AAA games, I just, I play older games that are AAAs because it's like they used to care, right? It's like they used to care.
They did used to care. They did used to care, seemingly.
These studios just need to focus on their original ideas and the stories and the contents and the experience they're putting in front of you instead of trying to make a quick buck. Yes, I know they need to make money, but if they make a great product, that money comes. And that is what AA and indie devs and publishers are showing to, you know, the world at large. I mean, Helldivers 2 million copies sold like first couple days. Palworld like 19 million copies sold, you know.
Yeah.
And Garrick's right on that. It took Final Fantasy 14 to have to do a complete reboot of the game. They had to destroy the whole original game and relaunch it from the ground up for that game to be successful. That's what they did.
Yeah.
And they did it very well.
So I mean, really, like when we talk about this comparison between the two, to me, a lot of people are asking this question right now because they're currently like, when are these AAA publishers and developers going to take some advice from these indie games? And I want to make sure that I point out that there is a place for AAA games to be AAA games, and there's a place for indie games to be indie games. We're now kind of experiencing this weird gray area where, one, I want to make sure too, let's back this up, right? Let's fucking pump the brakes real quick, DJ. You know what I'm saying? Pump the brakes, sir.
Yeah.
If we remember correctly, there's something that happened a few years ago that almost completely obliterated social, you know, community in every way, shape, and fashion, the pandemic, and put people in a position to be more interested in creating online more than they ever had been before, which meant that they were more interested in getting PCs than they ever were before, which meant that they were more interested in PC gaming before they ever were before, which meant that they had more access to indie games more than they ever did before. So if we take a step back here and we realize that these indie games, a lot of them are getting as much of the attention as they are getting now because of that access that we had to them going from 2019 up to 2023, just sort of kind of give you a time frame here. I don't necessarily think AAA games need to take a hint from indie games. And I want to make sure that people at home understand that. I don't personally think that that's the case. I do think that there is a question and debate to be had on do AAA games need to just offer us more for less? You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to sell us a $70 game, we should get $70 worth of game. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we can all agree with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, to me, that feels like a safe way to kind of like angle that thought process, right? Indie games vary in price, which is why I was saying Garrick is right on that end. Like, indie games can be anywhere from fucking $5 to $50 sometimes. And we play those games and have a good time with them and have good experience with them. They're not all perfect. They're not all this elongated 30-hour experience that we get from some of these $60, $70 games. So I mean, yeah, AAA games could probably look at indies and say, okay, well, maybe we're kind of stepping in the wrong way in some ways. But I also want to say, too, I don't see AAA developers ever giving a fuck what indie games are doing. They don't give a shit. They're never going to take some advice. They're not going to stop and say, oh, well, maybe we should make our games cheaper. Or maybe we should stop doing microtransactions. They're not gonna fucking do that. like go to fucking Activision right now and see if you don't get laughed out of their fucking office trying to recommend their games being cheaper. See how that fucking goes for you. You know what I mean? I can only imagine being a fly in the wall of that fucking conversation.
Well, now they're gonna have to start adhering to Game Pass rules here soon.
That's true.
So
That's true.
If you want those cheaper games, get Game Pass on your PC or Xbox.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Did you hear? Diablo 4 is coming. So exciting. Maybe that's why they're making $60 skins.
Yeah, exactly. Because the game's gonna be fucking free for Game Pass. Jesus Christ, man. I know. DJ, I don't know. I mean, do you? I've been on my talking box here for a little while.
Yeah.
DJ, do you see a world? Do you see this world that I can't see? Am I being nihilistic here? Am I a fool to not believe?
I mean, it's like it's okay. I think it's valid to have that perspective in a sense, because it's like, I think we're at the point in the industry where we're like just way past like just having having games, owning them, and just having fucking good games all around all around. But I don't know. I think Shane brought up a good point earlier that I wanted to touch on.
Okay.
What what do you think uh these games that have been popular for the past 6 months? What do you think have like Lethal Company, Palworld, Helldivers 2? What do they all have in common?
I would say they've hit something for different reasons, for wildly different reasons. Lethal Company, I think was getting popular because of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say like that's true. Whatever you're about to say, that's true. But I'm saying all three of those games are all co-op.
Yes.
They're all co-op.
Yeah. Because that's what I was going to
And
lead to is community. I feel like community is the main thing.
yeah, and that's and I think we're at that point now. I think the vast majority of gamers are older now. I mean, like, of course, we have a lot of young players, young gamers,
Ha,
but
young
they're all like
chaps.
on.
Tweakers.
But like they share like this kind of residual desire to just play with their friends.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
mm,
I think that's why live service games are more popular with them, like Fortnite, Valorant, because you just queue up with your friends and you play.
right.
And that's always been the thing. That's always been the thing with multiplayer. But I think now we're as a consumer, we're valuing experiences. Because why would I want to spend $70 to only feel good about myself for like 1 hour out of the 3 hours, or like 30 minutes out of the 3 hours I play? Or I could enjoy myself for the full 3 hours playing a game with my friends that only cost me 40 or less. You know what I
For
mean?
sure. For sure.
Like Lethal Company, like that's like nonstop laughs like the whole time. Power World, that's like chill and there's
Yeah,
no
that,
pressure to like do anything besides like protecting your base from raids, and even then like it's still chill. Helldivers 2, it's chaotic, but it's fun. And
It's
everyone, even if you fucking die, even if your teammate fucking blows you up, dude, it's all fucking laughs, all fucking smiles. So I think just people valuing experience more than anything now. And I think that means consumers are becoming a little bit more healthy, and hopefully not, they're becoming critical but not too critical. If that makes sense. Hopefully they don't become too critical of games, because games are still hard work to make. And
yes.
um but that doesn't mean we can't have our critiques, and we can't and we can't vote with our wallet, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because people are people are tired of shelling out 60, 70 for games that they don't want to play,
I mean,
or get tired of.
even Alan Wake 2 on PC on Epic Game Store was only $40 for the first like couple weeks of that game being out. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and that game won best narration, like
Hmm.
straight up
Yeah.
best
and
narrative.
and literally like right behind BG3 for game of the year, you know.
Like, yeah, I think it just proves that I feel like for AAA games to be successful, like they can be, it's all about the content that they're putting out there, right? It's
Mhm.
just having well-crafted content and well-crafted stories, and that's what brings players to their games. But for
Mhm.
the concurrent numbers and success of like the co-op factor is definitely a huge thing. Like,
Yeah.
and a lot of people are making content, right? Like, look at us. You know, a lot of people are playing games and they're recording it and they're putting out what they feel like or their funny moments on TikTok or Twitch or YouTube. And the co-op games seem to get the most attention because you get to do it with more people. And that's one thing that I feel like AA studios and indie games have been doubling down on, because that's what's putting them in front of other people, is the content creators playing those games with the co-op factors.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Well, boys, I think we can all agree. It sucks. I hope that we continue to get more wildly successful indie games. I mean, it's awesome to see, because we see these studios that, like we said earlier, Arrowhead probably had no idea that this was gonna pop off this way. They just made this game and said, yeah, this is fucking cool, dude. I don't think they had any fucking inkling that this was gonna happen, but I'm sure they love this. They love this. Like this, dude. Imagine if we, like, think of it in the case of our podcast, right? Let's just say we put out an episode, and that episode got fucking like 100,000 fucking views overnight for no fucking reason. We'd be ecstatic, dude. We'd be fucking ecstatic, because that's life-changing shit, bro. Like, we know the power of the internet. We're seeing the power of the internet right before our fucking eyes in regards to this fucking game. This game didn't pop off because of its marketing. It popped off because of word of mouth. It popped off because some players met some players and knew some players and knew some players, and they convinced some other fucking players, and now we're all fucking fighting for Super Earth, trying to do our goddamn part.
Yeah, I'm doing my part.
I'm doing
DJ's
my
over
part.
there. DJ, you're being a Tim Robinson right now. You're being a Tim
Dude,
Robinson.
what do you mean, man? I didn't get called in, bro.
I'm
doing
you,
logistics,
I
bro.
call you in all the time. I'm like, Helldivers, get on.
On Super Earth, dude. I'm doing logistics. Bro.
Listen,
Are
the
you
call
doing
is coming
logistics?
from
No, you ain't
inside
doing
the house.
fucking
Okay,
shit.
Look, my part is important enough, man. My part's important.
He's the guy in the chair. He's the guy in the chair for Super Earth.
With that being said, by word of mouth, that means you too. If you share the Good Kraken show podcast, such as Death Ratio, 20,000 Films Under the Sea, Shipwreck Show, and Splash Damage, to your friends and family and social media platforms, that would be word of mouth, and you too will be doing your part.
Hey, you can.
With that being said, guys,
100,000.
let's talk about our schedule for the rest of the week. Guys, Thursday, we have a Splash Damage episode with Xander and Garrick playing Pacific Drive. I might be sitting in on that too, because I want to watch that shit, and I want to be a part of that.
Okay, well, firstly, I need to know for sure if you're going to or not.
Yeah, I have nothing going on that night.
Cool. I got to make sure, because if I have to make the layout for it and shit, I don't know how many frames to put and stuff like that. So give me a heads up when you do those things, okay? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to be fair, when we had our meeting last Sunday, I said I was going to be there. I was going to do it.
I said, I'm Devin. I said, I have some free time. I can maybe make it. And then he thinks that means that I'm going to know that he can fucking make it or not. When he's like, I don't work. What the fuck does that mean? You know what I'm saying?
Listen
what does
to the
that
man
mean?
with the mustache.
Eat your fucking
I will be there.
Pringles. All right, cool.
I will be
Thank
there.
You, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Guys, Friday, we got another episode of 20,000 Films Under the Sea. And our topic that day is physical media disappearing. Both of these shows will be going live at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time. If you're on the East Coast, that would be 10 p.m. for you. And all you folks in the Mountain Time, you can figure that out. Because it is different depending on where you're at. Looking at you, Marky.
Isn't Arizona like an hour ahead of us? That's fucking weird. That's weird.
They're either an hour ahead of us or the same time, depending on what time of year it is. That's how
weird,
Arizona
man.
is.
It's weird shit.
Yeah.
That's weird shit, dude. I don't like that.
Yeah. Colorado is like 2 hours or an hour, some shit like that.
They're like, ooh, mountains, mountain time. Ooh.
Listen, we got better mountains here. Garrick's like 8 p.m.
I know. He's got to figure it out. He knows.
He knows. He is mountain time.
We're over here trying to act like it's fucking weird, but it's probably not. It's probably not weird at all. He's on mountain time.
Yeah. Listen, there's more people on the West Coast than the East Coast than there is in the mountain ranges. Okay.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're not wrong.
That is facts.
I mean,
Guys, please let us know what you think. What games do you like more this year? Do you like indie games? Do you like AAA games? Do you like all of them? Let us know. Join our Discord. Yes, join our fucking Discord.
join our Discord
Excuse my French.
so that you can also do your part.
Yeah. And not like DJ where he's not doing fucking shit.
I'm not doing fucking shit.
I don't do fucking shit.
Guys, we're all doing our part because this is Good Kraken's Death Ratio, your choice for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. If you like what you heard, you can head on over to our Discord channel, join it, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services, wherever you like to watch or listen. Also join our YouTube. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, joining our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Death Ratio and leaving a review there, and also joining our YouTube channel. Do it. We have to go, but until next time, I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I didn't do fucking shit.